I've been in real estate for over 15 years, and my team has helped over 1,600 families buy and sell homes just in the last 9 years alone. In that time, I've overseen over $900 million in real estate sales, personally selling over $350 million. Here's my honest advice for women in real estate. Number one, when you're new, you're just not ready yet, and that's okay. Look, this first one is the hardest to hear because your ego is going to fight this the most. When you're new, you're not ready to close every single deal on your own just yet. Trust me, you're plenty smart, you're savvy, you're likely that you have some business or sales or corporate experience, but you just simply haven't dealt with enough different personalities yet to know how to handle the hard ones. When it comes to the art and the science of real estate, you just don't know. And that's not me insulting you, that's just the reality of it. Pretending otherwise is how new agents lose the biggest opportunities of their early career. So instead of faking it or siloing yourself to doing it by yourself and just trying to figure it out and fumbling around, do this. When something's over your head, bring someone with you who knows what they're doing, someone who can close it. Yes, you may need to pay for mentorship, or maybe you need to commission share a portion of your commission for that particular deal. But I assure you that that is much, much cheaper than losing the deal altogether, getting $0 from it, or even worse, getting sued because you didn't know how to write the contract correctly. You're only gonna gain by bringing somebody in. What you'll get is you're gonna watch how they handle the room. You'll learn how moves that you don't have yet. You'll pick up subtle language patterns that you'll use to keep deals alive instead of blowing it to protect your pride. And while we're being honest, I wanna make sure that you understand that being nice, especially too nice, does not get the job done. You want a great relationship with your client for sure, but when it comes to fight for them at the table, they don't want someone who folds to be liked. They want someone in their corner. Learning where warmth ends and backbone begins is one of the first real skills you build in this business. And watching a veteran, watching somebody who's done it hundreds of times, is going to be the fastest way for you to learn that as well. Number two, when you lose a deal, go straight to where you fell short. This next one is the difference between an agent who gets better every year and one who just gets bitter. You're gonna lose deals. You're not gonna sign every single client. A lot of them won't even wanna work with you right away, especially early on. That part isn't optional. This is just earning your stripes. But what is optional is what you do with the loss. And most agents do the worst possible thing. They blame the client, they blame the market, they blame the interest rates, they blame the other agent who beat them, and they learn absolutely nothing. They walk away with zero reflection, zero understanding of why they just lost this deal. But hey, their ego's intact, or is it? I do the opposite, and I want you to do this too. When I lose a client, when I don't sign that listing, I look at who they chose and why. I will call and ask them specifically for feedback. Is there a question that I missed? Is there a specific something that they offered that I didn't offer? What customizations did that agent do to tell you what services they're gonna provide in the listing that I didn't offer? Maybe they were just a stronger agent. Maybe they went with somebody that outworked me. I wanna know. Maybe they signed with somebody who simply, like I said, offered more of those services. If I don't know, if I don't ask questions as to why, then I'm never gonna be able to get better. So I then backtrack my own steps and I find the place that I fell short. What questions didn't I ask? Did I talk and did I feature dump way more than stay curious and really listen to what the client was looking for? Reflecting and pinpointing my shortfall isn't to beat myself up. They turn into the reason you start winning. Is the exact thing that I get to fix before the next one I go on. And when you make it a habit of reflecting on what you did, what you missed, what you can learn from it, the losses stop being losses. They turn into the reason you start winning. And they're the reason that you'll take listings later that you could have never won today or in the beginning of your career. The agents who refuse to look in the mirror keep losing the same deals over and over and never understand why. You either earn or you learn. That's my favorite motto. This is the exact kind of thing that we work on inside the Warrior Agent. If you're a woman in this business who's tired of being told that the only way to make it is to grind yourself into the ground, hustle, 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 sacrifice everything for the business, that is the whole reason I built it. It's coaching, it's courses, it's real estate education for women who want to sell more and actually have a life while they do it. If you're tired of the hustle culture, if you want to integrate systems and processes to streamline your business, that's where you're gonna find it. I felt the exact same way, and that's exactly why we've built this. I have accomplished just that. The link is in the description below if you wanna see how it works. So number 3, this business breaks your heart. and then puts it back together. So stay tenacious. Listen, this is the one that decides who's still here in 5 years or not. Nobody really warns you how much this business swings. Or if you have been warned, you are told that it's hard, you're told that it's gonna be really difficult, but you really don't understand the depth of it until you're in it. Okay? And then as you get into it, deals you were counting on fall apart the very last second. Months will go quiet for absolutely no reason that you can understand. And if you tie your entire sense of worth or whether you're good to whatever happened this week, it's gonna chew you up, spit you out, push you to believe you aren't cut out for this industry because the lows always feel like proof that you should quit. But there's another half to that is just as true. Things may fall apart after years, and things also come together after years. A relationship that you started with a client long ago suddenly turns into a deal. The client you had half forgotten, maybe forgot to even call for a couple of months, calls you out of nowhere. The work that you did months and months ago shows up when you stop expecting it. That is why the single most important trait in this business is tenacity. It beats talent every single time. Tenacity is the ability to lose a deal, feel it, still show up the next morning, and do all the work anyway. So if you stay in it long enough and you keep on swinging, this business rewards you in ways it never shows the people who walk away after a hard quarter. Number 4, find the way you generate business that actually fits you, then own it. The fourth one is about the engine of your entire business and the mistake that almost every single agent makes with it. Most new agents copy whatever lead generation method they were told to use, even if they absolutely hate it. And then they quit it the second it gets uncomfortable because it's unsustainable to build a business around activities you refuse to do long term. They force themselves to cold call when they dread the phone, or they sit in open houses that drain them with zero strategy, and when it doesn't stick, they decide that they're just bad at lead generation or they're not cut out for it. The real problem is that they picked a method of lead generation that they were never gonna keep doing. The agents who win do the opposite. They find the method that genuinely fits them, then they go all in until they're known for it. Or they work on their mindset, accept the activities that do work, learn to enjoy them enough to do them well so that it then becomes a sustainable activity. If you love being face-to-face with people, then your lead generation has to live in your community and in person. Gym, church, kids' sports, whatever. If you'd rather build something that people come to, maybe it lives in content and video. If you dread the phone, but you understand the value in being able to have the skill set of talking to somebody on the phone, walking them through a process, getting them in person, and then closing the deal, learn to love the phone. There is no single right answer, but honestly, there's only one that you'll still be doing 6 months ago, or since 6 months from now. If you choose one and you just hate it after a couple of days and you don't push through to actually learn the skills of it, it's gonna fall flat on its face, okay? Because this is the whole game. Lead generation only is gonna pay off when you consistently do it enough for it to compound. And you'll only stay consistent with something that fits you or something that you really learn to love and appreciate. So pick that thing, commit to it hard, and let yourself become known for it. That beats being mediocre at 5 methods you hate, okay? One of the things that I really have become known for in my market is being somebody who consults on design. So I would say 95% of my listings come to me specifically because they're looking for the strategic, specific cosmetic updates that they want to make or that they know need to be made to the home, but they don't know which exact ones and how to prioritize them. I have become known as somebody who consults on this, even if the person isn't selling the house. People that I sold a house to 4 years ago, they're like, Rach, we're finally getting around to doing this kitchen and I need your input on what color the cabinets should be painted. Or I get a text message saying, hey, I'm choosing between these 2 colors for my front door. I can't choose one. Which one should I choose? Every single time you answer the question, you bring value to that client, especially when it's not going to be directly tied to a transaction, you're gonna bring value. And that's what I became known for. So that is the majority of my business now. And number 5, as I was saying in regards to reputation, your reputation is built on the days that you don't feel like showing up. Guys, this last one ties everything together because it's about what people decide about you when you're not in the room. Your reputation in this business gets built on the ordinary, unglamorous days, the ones that you show up and do the work anyway when it would have been really freaking easy not to do it. So this isn't the days that are like a highlight reel. This isn't the days that I just sold a property and it's 10,000 over list price, or we sold it in 3 weeks, whatever, right? Like the days that are the highlight reel are not the days that you build a reputation. It's the forgettable, monotonous ones in between, because agents talk to each other. And what they say about you comes down to whether you're the person who consistently does the work or you're the person who only shows up when it's convenient. People are savvy. This matters more for us than people admit. As a woman in this business, you will sometimes get underestimated before you even ever open your mouth. As a blonde, short, 5'2" woman, I promise you I've been underestimated 1,000 times more than my big beefy husband. And I don't fix being underestimated by demanding to be taken seriously. You fix it. You overcome being underestimated by being so consistent, so prepared, and so clearly the hardest worker in the room that there's literally nothing left to underestimate. Being underestimated can be a big advantage if you see it that way and prepare more than anyone else. So be the agent people describe as the one who shows up, knows her shit, understands the local market, and has data points to back it up. Clients are savvy these days. They know when you're faking it. That whole fake it till you make it bullshit is not gonna fly anymore. People are smart. Do the work on the days you don't feel like it, because those are the days that decide what people say about you. That reputation compounds for years, and it brings you business long after you've forgotten the specific day you earned it. Now, I mentioned that being too nice at the table costs you, and that the listing appointment is typically where it shows up most. There's one question that sellers ask almost every single time. That question is going to decide whether or not you walk out with the listing or with a polite, oh, we need to think about it. Most agents answer it the second it's asked, and that's exactly why they lose it. So I break down this question. I break down what to say instead in the next video. Go and watch that one, and I'll see you over there.